Okay, so what do we have? Now we have a beast of a page. This is where your memory belongs. You should memorize this entire page. I cannot tell you how important this is. If you go on to Calc 2, you need to have each and every one of these rules memorized without a doubt. Yes, in my class, depending on the format, I allow a note card, but that doesn't mean that you can just rely on your note card. You have to convert these to memories. So what do we have? All of the rules. The derivative of a constant is 0. The power rule, the derivative of x to the n is nx to the n minus 1. The constant multiple rule, keep the constant out in front. Sum and difference rule, separate and find the derivative of the first part, second part, and then add or subtract them. Product rule, 1d2 plus 2d1. Quotient rule, low d high minus high d low over what's below squared. The chain rule, don't really care about that. What I care about is the general power rule, which is drop the power, inside stays the same, power minus 1, never forget the derivative of the inside. Your trig functions, derivative of sine is cosine, derivative of cosine is negative sine, derivative of tangent is secant squared, derivative of cotangent is negative cosecant squared, derivative of secant is secant tangent, and the derivative of cosecant is negative cosecant, negative cosecant cotangent. Remember, your derivative of cos is cos for cotangent and cosecant, and your derivative of co-functions are always negative. The derivative of e to the x, simply copy and paste e to the x. The derivative of natural log of x is 1 over the inside times the derivative of the inside. The derivative of a to the x and the derivative of log base a of x, the only difference is you have to multiply times the natural log of a for e to the x and 1 over the natural log of a for the natural log of x, or for the log of x. So memorize all these rules. This is where you're at so far. Really, really important that you know all these rules and you use all these rules. I do want to remind you, though, on this test, you are going to have problems that say find the derivative using the definition of derivative. If it says definition of derivative, you must use the limit process. The limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. You must use that full limit process for the definition of derivative problem. Okay? If it does not say specifically using the definition of derivative, go to town, use these rules. I hope these rules help you out. I want you to practice, 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 and master finding derivatives.